hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets spread glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to be here on Veterans Day. It takes me back many years ago when I also was in the Air Force, and although never in any kind of danger, I saw those that were, and I saw what they went through, and I will always have in my heart a special place for those young men and women who, during Vietnam, suffered serious, sometimes fatal injury. You know, I'm proud of all the veterans who were able to attend today. I know there are many that could not come. There are probably a few that should not come because of the weather. But it's a real honor to honor you today on this special day. You know, I've been able to, I'm cold. I've been privileged to come to this celebration every year now for 12 years. And every time, even in spite of the weather, it gets better because I see veterans that I know what they've been through. It's great to be able to acknowledge the veterans in our community. And I want to tell you that their service did not stop when they left the Army or whatever branch of service they might have been in, because they continue to work for the betterment of their community. In this case, Arlington, Texas. They never say no when we ask them to help us, and many times they do it just because of the big hearts they have. And this city would not be the same without their presence. You know, many of the veterans, like me, have never been in danger. We have never participated in combat. We participated in helping those who were in combat and had serious injuries. These military men drew the best, and because of their strength and their commitment and their valor and their honesty, they've made this country a much safer place for all of us to live. We have come to appreciate more than ever the veterans of Korea and Vietnam. Now, these folks did not necessarily have a very positive response when they came back to this country, but it took time. And now we've had time, and we understand what they did for all of us.
On my left side is Victor Dow, and on my right side is Đức Mai. General Williams, Mayor of Arlington, Dr. Clerk, member of City Arlington Council member, and ladies and gentlemen. As a veteran, I know that the bond among those who have served their country is both unique and unbreakable, which is why we are here today. This is an occasion for renewing friendship and remembering those who have lost their life. And as you got to reminisce and commemorate Veteran Day, I salute you. Furthermore, I would like to apologize to all of you that the monument could not be finished on time as scheduled due to sculptor Mark having eye surgery. However, the construction will start next week and the completion day will be announced soon, along with ribbon cutting ceremony to which you are all invited. The Hero of South Vietnam Memorial Foundation and I wish you a very memorable Veteran Day. Thank you and God bless you. And now may I have some word in Vietnamese. Kính thưa quý vị, kính thưa quý niên trưởng, kính thưa quý chiến hữu cùng quý anh chị em. Là một cựu quân nhân, tôi hiểu được mối tình thâm sâu quân địa chi binh của những người đã từng cầm súng để bảo vệ Tổ quốc là cả một hy sinh dũng cảm và không thể phá vỡ được. Đó là lý do tại sao chúng ta có mặt ngày hôm nay. Chúng ta đến đây để tưởng niệm ngày cựu chiến binh Hoa Kỳ và cũng là dịp để gặp gỡ, chia sẻ tình chiến hữu với bao kỷ niệm xưa. Thưa quý vị, cũng dịp này năm ngoái, chúng tôi hứa sẽ hoàn thành công tác xây dựng tượng đài trong năm nay, nhưng vì vài trở ngại và nhất là ông điêu khắc gia Mark đã phải giải phẫu mắt, do đó công tác bị đình trệ. Kính mong quý vị niệm tình tha thứ. Xin được kính chúc quý vị, quý niên trưởng, quý chiến hữu cùng quý anh chị em luôn luôn dồi dào sức khỏe, tràn đầy nghị lực. Con đường bảo quốc an dân của chúng ta vẫn còn tiếp tục cho đến ngày nào đất nước Việt Nam thật sự tự do, hạnh phúc, không cộng sản. Xin thành thật cảm ơn tất cả quý vị. Thank you very much.
Those Marines from yesterday, 239 years, that means we're a year older than the United States. Hoorah. It's my pleasure to be here. Mayor, thank you. All the dignitaries that are here, thank you as well. You know, I want to talk to you today a little bit about what you guys went through in Korea and some of the things that all Americans need to know, especially our young Americans, because we know that if you don't know your history, you're destined to relive it, and it may not be a pretty picture. And I also want to talk about some of the things that are currently going on that hopefully that you all are taking advantage of and have taken advantage of since you came back from the war in Korea. And I want to start with that. Just this past Saturday, some of you saw or Sunday, some of you saw the 60 Minutes program that featured our new Secretary of the VA, Robert McDonald. Well, I had him sneak into town here on Saturday, and we spent a number of hours with him to talk about what was going to change in your VA. And you've already heard that he's getting rid of some dead weight. He's going to make some changes. We're going to hold that West Point guy to his promises. And one of the things that we really encouraged him to do was make sure that you get the care and you get treated the way you're supposed to when you go to your VA. You know, the other good thing is if you go to this VA, whether it's here in Tarrant County or whether it's over in the Dallas side or in Bonham, you can be assured I'll be watching over you because I'm on the board and I'm going to make sure that if they're not taking care of you, I'm going to be in their face making sure that it's done and it's done right. But thank you. But let me talk to you about the things that you went through in the Korean War. You know, maybe the wind chill is down around 20, but when you fought that war and it was the winter, it was minus 51. Minus 51. If you've never been in that cold weather, you don't really know how cold is. And those of you, you know, you didn't have the great boots that our troops have today, you had those leather boots with no insulation, and your toes froze, and your gloves weren't real good, and your fingers froze. But you fought on. You fought not only the North Koreans, but you fought the Chinese. You fought them at the Chosun Reservoir. You fought them at the 38th parallel. And you kept fighting. Now, a lot of people say Korea was a forgotten war. Well, I'm here to tell you we haven't forgotten you or that war.
David Gardner, Army. Ralph E. Gilmore, Air Force. Concepcion Johnny Gonzalez, Air Army. Archie Moore, Navy. Nicholas, Air Force.